My name is Geoff. What? What, we on now? What? Oh, okay. Hey, it's me, Trey Plastic. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Yo, Chatty Boy, what's a ding-a-dong?
Trey, we rehearsed for like 45 minutes. Just read the fucking copy. You had one too many M80s blow off in your face. Stupid.
You said something about M80? I think I got one of them somewhere around here. Hold on.
What? You got searched very thoroughly on the way in here. That it's really unlikely that... Where the hell did you get that?
Well, hey, this ain't my first pig but
it's what? What are you talking about?
This ain't my first pig fuck, Big Johnson.
Jesus Christ, you goddamn rednecks.
My name is Geoff. I need something to do, an excuse to have conversations with you. I wasted my life gaining pop culture knowledge, which shows much more than my 10 seconds in college. My name is Geoff. Geoff needs something to do. See,
yeah,
now if I
he's
had
up on that slang, I don't know.
now if I had the Tignataro app, then that would have been the perfect moment for it.
It's an app that Geoff is going to make.
It's,
It's well, I'll let
Well-
him explain it.
yeah, no, it's a real genius thing because what I'm going to do is take the voice likeness of a very well-established comedian and make it into an app and make millions of dollars off of it. Yeah,
It's going to be a soundboard.
it's
But like, does it change your?
no. That's
Ooh,
what
that's a good
voice?
idea. Can you do that?
that's what all the losers call it. It's an advanced sounding app.
What do the winners call it?
What does Geoff call it?
It's a long name.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Easily misspelled.
We could not come up with a decision in the boardroom, so
Gotta get the right amount of H's on it.
Oh, I was thinking the G's might be more important, but
the G is silent.
but see, that's why maybe you need a different name because people will be disagreeing over the G's and the H's.
No, it's just because there's a lot of times. I'm sure there's a lot of times I say really dumb jokes that it would be fun for you guys to do that. Where Tig Notaro has I don't know if it's a character that just says "good one," and like a robot. So
It's called the Good One Robot.
Oh, I like that better.
This is how
How
they
about
treat
good
me
one
here.
Atron?
Yeah, no, that's what you need to...
Sounds futuristic.
Yeah, just make a Good One Robot app.
Well, but it yeah. Fair enough. You're the marketing guy. I trust you.
I like how you just fold it immediately.
No.
No, that's what I do.
I'm
Geoff style.
I'm pretty passive and spineless for the most part. I come from a long line of passive people.
Cars.
Cars? Is that what you said? So that as always, a great introduction. So we have Alli Hanley with us. Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Oh, thanks, Emma.
No,
And Jack. Jeez.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is
We have
that
an
for me
audience
being
out
on
there.
time?
It's for whatever you want it to be.
we only have a certain amount of claps available.
I want to applaud the coffee. Yay.
Oh, that's yeah.
Okay.
Cool, I'm going to see if it's done.
Hello. No, I appreciate you coming down because I know that you're not like going to be in Salem forever. You're from the East Coast, right?
Yes, that is correct.
That's a place that I've never been, and I've always wanted to. Did you grow up in the East Coast or?
Yeah, I mean, in a few different places. This is actually my first time to the West Coast. So
okay.
I feel like you in the future, when you eventually go to the East Coast.
When I go to Baltimore and get some blue crab or...
Oh, is that where you want to go? Baltimore?
No, I literally just was thinking about The Wire, so that's what happened. But I would like to see Baltimore, like just like for music reasons, because like I'm a huge fan of the whole area's music, like DC and Baltimore,
and that sort of thing.
Do you like go-go?
What was that?
Oh, go-go music?
No, well, I meant more like the post-hardcore of the 80s.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Oh.
No one gets all the attention.
You instantly have
no one
no
ever talks
respect
about
for
doing
it.
the butt. No.
I see. I don't know what the go-go is a genre that they've created, or
Yeah, there's this guy named Chuck Brown. They like named a street after him. But yeah, it's like this genre of music. I'm not super knowledgeable. The only go-go song that I know is "Doing the Butt." I hope that is correct. Do you know that song?
Doing the butt?
Yeah.
No.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
From like the 90s, where it's like doing the butt, sexy, sexy.
Oh wait, no, that
Ain't
sounds
nothing
familiar.
wrong if you want to do the butt all night long.
I wish we had
yeah.
AJ
Come
on the
really?
phone.
Nobody.
How
Okay.
does one do the butt?
I'm so glad.
I
That's a
assume it's a
great
type of
question.
dance.
Yeah,
Right?
I would assume so as
Sounds
well.
so.
I think it's just a you're like the dance
Like
queen.
a
though.
proto.
What?
Okay, I don't know. You mentioned one time that you knew a dance, so you're,
Oh.
you're the dance queen.
No,
I've
we don't
heard of a
speak of
dance.
that.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's like a
You
proto
mentioned it,
twerk.
like- oh, a proto twerk.
Were you gonna meet me? Is that what you're saying? Anyway,
Anyway, all right.
I know one dance, and it's been the ruin of me, so I don't do it anymore.
Is it lambada? It's the forbidden dance. So if it's
they
not
made
that
a couple
one,
movies about that. I think.
Yeah, it's ruining people's lives.
It's the Macarena.
Oh, yeah.
How are you gonna build a wall to keep them out? You know.
That's pretty. What? People doing the
dances.
Macarena? Oh.
I don't know.
What about Mambo number 5? Have you tried that one yet?
I've learned up to number 4. I'm working on number 5 next.
Okay. Shit's gonna spiral out of control.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. You guys might not see me for a few months.
At the end of that song, the guy says, "You can't run, you can't hide. Come on, get in the car," or something.
You
like
and me
that.
gonna touch the sky.
Oh my,
what-
there you
okay.
go.
Yeah, it just sounds like he's got.
Wait, he does say you can. You can.
Yeah,
run, you
yeah.
can-
he's got
That's
a
crazy.
huge just list of females that he's like, "I'm gonna come get all of you."
But he says it
Wow.
in such a cheerful way. Like, you can't run, you can't hide. Like he's so like you're not like, oh, I want to
Look
hide.
at me, I'm a rascal.
Yeah, definitely. You imagine it's a fun car, like
That's
a
that's like the
Eldorado or something.
90s version of "Baby It's Cold Outside" or something. Like the
So it's very romantic.
baby. Have you
It's
heard "Baby It's Cold Outside"?
I have, but I
It's
don't
literally
remember the
just
context of the
describing
song,
a
really.
date rape. Like it's one of the creepiest songs
Like,
if you read the lyrics.
it's I mean, that's one interpretation. Like another one is that like it's pretty nuanced. Is that like back in those times?
That's true. Yeah.
Let's say she wanted to stay, but like everyone would be like, "You're a whore and worthless now."
Yeah,
So
it's
she
more
would have
about-
to be like, "Oh, but I don't want to," and "Oh, but he convinced me, and I was so overpowered."
Yeah, it's more about society.
They're the cold outside.
That's
Get
right.
it, man?
No, you have to listen to the creepiness between the words. I don't know why it became jazz.
I feel like there was a big freak out about that song in the last
Oh,
couple of
it's the
years, and
Creepiness they don't play.
it's
Sorry.
more of like it's similar to, I think, that Aziz Ansari fiasco, where everyone's like,
Gross.
that seems shitty, but you don't really know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's a nuanced topic.
It is. Have you never had an experience like that? I don't know. I'm assuming you're straight. Are you?
It's mostly,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'm assuming you've had encounters with men.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So have you never had an experience like that?
Oh no, I have, but it's like I'm not trying to say that nothing wrong was done. Certainly,
Oh, I'm not saying you were.
we don't have to. It's your podcast, Geoff.
No, that's fine. Hot takes are welcome.
I'm glad that that there was no closure on what the tension of the misunderstanding of that. So it's just going to pass right over, and then everybody's going to be like, "So what are they talking about?"
Tune in to
that's what
find
I'm-
out.
Well,
Yeah.
No, I've yes, I have, and I do identify with the woman in the story, but at the same time, the way that the story was told, I feel like it was trying to jump on the train of people calling out famous men for being creeps, and it's like it's a spectrum of behaviors. It's not just it's I don't know. I also don't want to defend Aziz Ansari at all.
I think he's doing okay without you.
Yeah, he's fine. He doesn't need me.
I think he's paying rent. Yeah,
Probably.
probably.
I'm an Aziz Ansari apologist. Aziz, I'm sorry.
Bless you.
That's it.
That's Chad Johnson at Chad Johnson on Twitter.
Yeah. No, text that one. Twitter that
Yeah,
one.
the
Twitter at
that-
Chad Johnson.
yes.
And big old football player's gonna.
Oh,
not
it's
be happy
under
about it.
Chadrick. Is that what I see? What you're trying to do? You can't get one past me. This is a professional show. So I'm curious how long you've been doing comedy.
I started, I think, around like 2012, something like that.
So, okay. So when the world was supposed to end.
Oh,
2012.
I forgot.
It
about
didn't,
that.
but you know.
Yeah, I guess that's why I forgot about it.
What was your first mic like?
It was terrible. I mean, I think that's the universal.
Yeah, pretty universal.
It should be terrible.
Right? Yeah. Did anyone have like a... Well, you do hear those random stories about like people who are like, yeah, I went up and then I was amazing.
And then
That's
they
a
gave
really
me
good
special.
impression. That's a really good impression of Dash.
Why was his first experience amazing?
Yeah. No, he when he says he has a bad set, it's like, oh no, that was still a good set.
Oh, yeah.
He knows what he's doing, and he always has. And it's really fun to watch Dash do comedy every single time.
That is,
Because
yeah.
even like last night, he dug himself a hole. Sorry to take over your show for a second, but it was really fun because he said, by the end of this set, I'm going to convince you that telling someone to kill themselves is okay. Because he set it up
And
like,
did he?
oh yeah, in a funny way.
Well,
It was
I
like
hope, yeah.
it was like way
It wasn't
funnier.
like an editorial.
Well,
Yeah, he pulled up a PowerPoint.
Well,
It
he
was
killed
very-
himself. It's a classic good news, bad news situation.
He told it to a mirror, and then no more Dash.
There was a guy in DC who used to run these like comedy PowerPoint shows, and they were so good. They were so like you would get like 3 minutes on a topic, and you'd like have your slides and stuff.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
this
fun.
friend of
We
mine
used to do that here.
did one about like how she like caught her ex-boyfriend cheating and like all of the like yeah.
Oh, I
It was
love that.
good.
So you would like prepare a presentation and then bring it to the show.
Oh,
Mhm, yeah.
That's
Oh,
that's
okay.
really fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
think about like how many times you've been like telling some story, a bit or something that like could be really enhanced with like some clip art.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, dude.
Phil Schallberger does that
Yeah.
sort of with characters who do presentations up in Portland. If you ever get a chance to.
It's
Yep.
really funny. Yeah, that
That's
was.
good.
I saw him the last. It's been a while since I'd seen him before this, but he was at the Ron Lynch show, I think, and
Yes.
that's where I first saw his slideshow thing. Do you know Ron Lynch at all?
I do not.
He's a crazy character comic person. He does like just different like character bits. Anyway, he's very funny.
Oh wait, was he the guy at the mic that we went to that read a list of apples?
Oh no, that's Clancy Kramer.
Oh right, okay.
Wait, he read a list of apples?
Yeah.
All right. Well, moving on.
Yeah, in alphabetical order, and there's a lot of apples.
Oh, actually, I think I did see him do that bit.
Fun fact: there's a lot of apples.
There's a shitload of them. It's like a
Like
4
3 minutes worth.
Yeah,
Turns out.
Totally.
it's a whole set of apples.
Plot twist.
Oh boy, why can't we just simplify this life? Just take it back down to the roots. Just red delicious. That's all we're going with.
Sounds like communism. 1 apple for everyone.
Well, they are red.
Yes.
Emma, where's the womp womp?
Emma's on the womp womps. I'm on the 1s and 2s. She's on the womps.
I
and
think the
womps.
womp womps are the 3s and 4s, right?
No, I'm up to 5. So
Oh,
she's on the. I mean, if you want to go 7, 8.
There we go.
That was a pretty well placed finger zing, though, Geoff. I caught that. You're like, haha.
I like to do a lot of visual work for this audio podcast. That's one of my signatures.
You're ahead of your time.
That's why he's got that whole PowerPoint presentation screen that we've been,
Right, referring
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
referencing. Yeah.
Next, can we go back to the other?
There's some great CGI by our intern team.
Next slide. Okay.
And this is the working conditions of the interns. I don't know why we'd put a slide of that into the presentation.
They snuck it in.
It's just a big smiley
They're
face.
like, we're striking.
Because we made the presentation. All right, next slide.
It is. I just pictured like someone doing a professional thing, and it's like, and these are the working conditions of our interns, and it just is a smiley face.
That's what I just said.
I know, but I'm just saying like the
You imagined it, and then it
visual
was
of it.
funny, and yeah. I'm painting a picture here, Geoff. I painted it for you.
I always feel respected
PowerPoint.
around
Ooh,
my
a word
friends.
picture.
I like that it's a PowerPoint presentation, and I'm saying next slide.
I was just
'Cause
thinking about
that's-
that, like,
it's a-
how
it's a
irritating would that be if
slide
it was
projector.
like every single time when you're in this thing. Like if you were the person operating the slides, you'd be like, I know when to change it. Like,
You wrote it down. You highlighted.
Gladys, I'm in
all the
control.
stuff that's there. Don't need to say it.
I think it would be funny if there was someone that was like, you know how people will only do vinyl records because they like the retro feel of it. Like people are like, I don't use fucking PowerPoint. I'm gonna use an old school projector. It's got that click and the delay. It's perfect. I don't know.
But then somebody like even old school's them and is like, how about the flip chart paper one?
No, I got rock paintings here, motherfucker.
I have chalkboard slates.
It is funny of someone being like that over proud of a cave painting. Anyway,
The authenticity of it.
back then it was high art, you know. We've come so far since then. Evolution. So shut up, Chad.
Same thing.
So and you're like a hiker, right? You do hiking.
I do like to hike, yeah.
It's something that as a person that has gout often I don't get to do, but it would be fun to go because you went like across like the whole Appalachians.
Yeah, I did the Appalachian Trail. Also, gout's a bummer. That sucks. Sorry.
Well, I have many maladies that I shouldn't burden everybody with.
I used to work in clinical trials, and we had to study for a gout drug, so I know a lot about gout more than maybe the average person. So I got like a little excited that you brought it up. I'm like, oh, maybe I can flex this gout knowledge.
Well, it is nice that I don't really ever get sick because my immune system is way overactive. So there's that.
Heyo.
So you can't know the sweet without first tasting the bitter.
It's very poetic.
That's Khalil Gibran.
See, you're nice. Usually when Geoff hangs out with his friends, he says something like that, and everybody goes, poetry, poetry.
Well, it's like after 10 million next slides, you'd be like, all right, I'm sure. Get it.
Well, that's why you're here, Chad, is to make fun of me.
It's to bring me down.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, but I also like making fun of you.
Crippling depression is the banana peels and beer cans that goes in my DeLorean.
Is that what that walker's for? Because you're crippled?
What? And that's why Emma's here.
On point. 'Cause you don't need to tell her next sound effect.
I'll tell you when the next sound effect
Hey, nice.
Do you listen to a lot of podcasts? Have you been a guest of a podcast before?
I have been a guest of a podcast before. I listen to some podcasts. I'm not going to say I listen to a lot of them, but they're not. I don't listen to any comedy podcast. I listen to WTF. That's like the only comedy podcast I listen to.
Oh man, I should actually resubscribe to that because it's been a long time. Because I listened to that like from almost when it first came out, and it just got real hard to listen to after a while for some reason. I think it's that first 10 minutes where he's just talking.
You know what's funny is everyone I know is like,
really?
oh, I just fast forward through
Oh
it 10
man, I'm
minutes.
not
But
original
like,
now.
I love that 10 minutes. Like, I love that somebody is just like having this like introspective,
Right.
like that you just, I don't know. I feel like you don't really get that kind of peek inside people's minds.
That's true. That show is really good about doing that. Like you really learn how crazy he is.
Just like how he
ways.
processes
Right.
things and like, I don't know. I feel like it's a real, one thing I like sort of admire about him is that he's certainly not perfect and he has his shortcomings, and he's very forthcoming with them.
Oh, definitely.
And you can definitely like see that he's doing the work to like confront them and like be a better person.
Yeah, try to be better. Evolve is something Todd Glass does a lot. That I like. You have like a check mark listing for when I mentioned Todd Glass, right?
Yeah, I use Alice.
Yeah.
So what are we up to?
I think it's in the
Today 8.
Oh, you've been keeping a tally even when we're just talking amongst ourselves?
Privately, yeah. It's one of those.
That
little,
is
like,
not what the
clickers.
petty cache was supposed to be for, Chad.
I actually have a couple microphones at your house, and you just mumble Todd Glass to yourself when you walk around.
Well, that's how I can fall asleep.
You should make that app so then when you do it, it sounds in Tig
I should make
Notaro's voice.
I could make a Todd Glass app too.
Todd
That's just
Glass.
literally tangent. I don't know. And the tangent.
What were we
Todd
talking
Glass
about?
Escape app.
Isn't that's not nothing there.
That actually would be a really good app. Like if you needed to, like, somebody asked you an uncomfortable question and you needed like a tangent to get out of it. Like if you could just type in something about like what they asked you, and then it would like come up with this, long winding
That
story.
reminds me.
Yeah. So in DC they do this yearly thing. What is it called? It'll come to me in a second. But basically it's like a contest where they get app developers and comedy people together to make funny apps.
Oh, that's neat.
And it's like you have like a weekend period, and then at the end of the weekend you do like a presentation with slides. If you choose, you don't have to. About like what your app is, then they have like a panel of judges vote on it, and like
That's
usually
pretty cool.
somebody from like DC Improv. I think last year it was Seton Smith was like one of the judges, and the winning app had something to do with, I think, donating, like doing kind things. But like making sure that you get a picture of it to put on your social media so that people know that you're doing kind things, because that's really the only reason to do kind things. Yeah,
That's almost as good as my robot idea. I'm going to enter that as soon as Tig Notaro gets back to me.
Any day now.
Keep tweeting.
That's my motto. So what is the scene like in DC? Like, is it like a close knit community, or?
It's. I mean, I don't know. I feel like anytime you get like groups of people together, like the same dynamics always kind of repeat themselves in like different places. So it's a robust scene. I will say that. Like you can definitely hit up at least one mic every night of the week. And on like a couple nights, I think you can do like 2 or 3 if you really hustle around.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
To have available.
It's a real like DIY scene there. Like people just really kind of get bored of not getting enough stage time, so they start their own mics, which is great because then there's like this proliferation of mics all over the place.
Yeah, we have like the opposite problem here in a lot of ways.
Oh, you have too much stage time?
Well, not too much stage time, but like nobody starts their own mics except for like Chad, So,
I was trying to burn holes in your head with my eyes. Salem's not very DIY, and I'm like, I have started every other mic that has gone on in Salem.
So you then waited for me to talk about how you were the one that did that?
I was waiting.
Okay.
So-
I was steaming, and I had to get the steam out.
So, Alli, are people supportive generally in DC? Is there, Geoff kind of asked this question already, but like here we've got, a close group of comedians who, listen to and offer each other criticism. Do you have community like that over there?
I mean, I don't want to like speak for everybody's experience. I think that like there's like different pockets of people that like hang out together and do the same shows together and stuff like that. And overall, I think people are pretty supportive. Like this is a really sad example, but recently a comic in DC unexpectedly passed away.
Oh shit!
And it like happened like right before I came out here. So at his memorial service, a friend of mine texted me to kind of like tell me how it was, and he was like, every single comic in like the DMV, which is like DC, Maryland, Virginia, like that area, was here except for you. So, yeah. So I don't know. It's like stuff like that. You know, even if you don't hang out together, like people show up for each other. But yeah, you know, you have
It's
like
good to have.
yeah, people that tend to like come up together, you know, hang out together. But yeah,
Right.
It's a nice thing about comics because they always talk about when they go on the road, and even if they hate that person as a comedian, they'll hang out with them versus any other person in the room because they're also a comic. And so the comics have that camaraderie no matter who you are.
yeah, it's like this instant thing of like, I don't know anybody here in Salem, you know what I mean? But I was like, open mic, okay, yeah, I'm show up like, hey, how's it going? And like people are like, hey, where are you from? Like, there's no other like, I'm trying to think of like, hobby is like a demeaning word, but like no other like pastime that I can think of that, like where I could imagine that kind of scenario, you know?
Like biker clubs with the secret signs that they paint on fences. That's kind of like that. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. But.
Yeah, no, they have like their own like cave paintings that they do on like houses that it's like code for like this person is willing to give people a place to stay or
I've heard about that for hobos. I don't know if it's like
like
train hoppers, you know? What are they? Is that the right word? I don't know.
I mean, what are they going to say something about it?
What are you going to do, huh?
Maybe. I also feel
You
like
gonna come at me, huh?
Isn't there a more fitting word, like a word that makes sense?
Well, a homeless
No?
person. That's usually what I go with because, I mean...
Someone down on their
But like
luck.
the kind of folks that like travel, you
Gutter
know what I
punks.
mean? Like they ride the rails, the train car. Boxcar hobos. There we go.
Ah.
Right.
Yeah.
Boxcar.
I like that.
That's
That sounds fun. It's like they're going to
Right.
go work at a
You
circus.
can't run. You can't hide.
Okay, yeah, you just gotta
Right?
have a
Sounds
little
fun.
have a little bounce to it, and then
Sure, I'll get in
everything's
that
okay.
train car.
we should bring the bell in here for callbacks. Bing. No.
I like that you say that it's very DIY in DC because like the punk scene is huge in DC.
For sure.
I've heard that.
Yeah, that's it. and punk rock is like almost all of it is just like starting your own shit and.
Well, yeah, Discord Records is basically Ian MacKay and like two other dudes just like started making records and folding the papers for them and like sent them out in mail order. Like just that, like I don't know. I wish that was something that happened a little more often.
Is that a punk rock label and a punk rocker?
Yeah, they didn't do. I'm gonna get into like the stuff that you hate. So
Fugazi?
Fugazi.
Boom! I got one.
Nice. Very nice. Jeff, give her
10
some
Geoff
coins.
coins,
There you go.
yeah.
Yeah. You get 7 Geoff coins.
Cool. What can I spend them on?
I'll
I know
give
a
you
man
a
would
list.
probably get 10.
I'll give you
What?
That thing.
Oh, you're saying I'm being stingy with the Geoff coins, or
She's glass ceilinging. She's glass ceilinging.
I mean, it depends what the rate is. Like, what can you buy with one Geoff coin?
A Geoff coin.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could probably convince him to give you 3 for one. You get one. Can I have 3? Sure.
I don't know. I
We
don't know if
just
this
go
is a
back
good
and forth
deal.
all day. Yep. Hey, wait a minute. This is just a trick to get me to talk to you for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got until 5, right?
Chad, she found her
Yeah.
secrets.
Next slide. All right.
Next one.
Yeah.
You should insert a clink noise in there. You're not going to.
Is that like in the song Paper Airplanes where she's like,
Oh,
like
yes.
her? She's talking about Geoff coins.
Exactly.
All I want is all your Geoff coins.
Well, that's how she got rich.
Did your parents pay you in Geoff coins, like for doing chores and stuff?
I'm trying to get rid of all these Geoff coins.
Like
Come on.
Shroot bucks?
They have so much glitter.
Oh, that's so funny. I like the idea that you've had them in a shoebox and you're like, I just got to get rid of these things.
No, they're real. My mom said they were real.
This whole podcast is a ruse to clean out his closet.
They're like savings bonds. Like her parents are like, they mature. Just hold on to them for 20 years.
A lot of them are kind of moldy because they're made out of cardboard. So there's that too. I couldn't find any raw nickel or zinc. It's just, what are you gonna do? You go with what you have. Coffee boxes. So.
It's a minor issue.
Heyo.
Ding. Wait, no, that wouldn't work. Yeah.
Love it.
Call back to being
That's just
funny.
a call.
Hello.
Hi,
Geoff,
I'm
don't
Joe.
take calls in here.
You
The
get
lines
service
are
in here?
open.
I like that I did even the wrong way to do a phone too.
That's the right way. Clamshell.
You're holding. It's supposed to be you're holding a real thing, so it's like how you would hold a phone. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like... well, you just look like you're about to give yourself a black eye.
Well, yeah. Oh, so
Hello?
you're in 1957.
Oh, no, that's this...
It might be
operator?
because you have those headphones on.
Operator! I edit this. So
Wait, back in the day, you just knocked on the table 5 times?
yeah, and the person in the next
Hello,
room
devil.
is like...
I'd like to make a call.
Who do you want to talk to? Hey, I want to talk to... No, just...
Hot crackers, the service...
And
Hot crackers, the service in here is getting awful.
They take the can that they're holding and they walk it down the hall and they give it to the guy in room 3. They're like, here, just hold the string tight.
It's for you.
And it'll work.
So Chad, you have a young child. Does she ever mime the phone? And
No.
how does she do it?
Huh.
I want to know,
No,
like, people who have never had this kind of
Probably
phone.
be like...
How do they do it? Like,
She-
would they just do this because they see people doing that?
She doesn't know the word phone as something that you talk onto. She knows a phone is a computer that you have. A phone is a small computer, and it sometimes is used to talk on. Like the way that adults joke on that about that now. Like, I rarely use my phone to talk on it. That's how she actually understands it. So, yeah, this kind of thing with the pinky and the thumb up next to the face, you like pantomiming phone. She might see that on like cartoons or like TV or something like that, and be like, oh, that's something people
What
do.
are they doing?
Yeah, like
This generation, hell in a handbasket, I say.
her name is Avon, not Helena.
Well, if she ever does it, report back. I want to know.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I had a
wanna
D&D
know.
character
Kids
named
do.
Helena
Don't knock on your door. Allie! Allie, wake up! She did the phone thing!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, I'm so glad you came and got me. What did she do?
Like, Allie already went back to D.C. She left like 2 months ago, man. Oh. Will you call her and tell her?
Do you have a forwarding address?
I'll send a telegram.
Get your P.O. box after the show.
23 Skidoo.
Maybe-
I just got a list of old-timey things to say.
What's another one?
Uh,
Short list, okay.
Jitterbug.
all my lists are short.
My English teacher in high school literally said 23 Skidoo one time. We were all like, what? And that's the
Was he-
only time I've ever heard it. Him
He was
and
smoking
you.
a jazz cigarette at the time.
He was so old.
Did he say it for, like, was he just saying it, like, referencing the old times when people would say that? Or was he just like,
Oh.
all right, 23 Skidoo.
Next
It's like,
page,
go
yeah.
home.
No.
You got everybody
Next
looks
slide,
way younger
23
than I
Skidoo.
remember.
I think he was trying to he would read poems and like stuff that we had to read in English class, like in the voice of the person.
Mm-hmm.
So like he read that poem, "My Love Is Like a Red Rose." It's like, I think it's somebody Burns, Robert Burns, maybe like a Scottish. So like he read it in this brogue, and he would read like Canterbury Tales and stuff like that. And that, so I think he was like doing it in a thing of like, oh, by the way, in this line they're saying like, you know, such and such is cool. Like that's how they said it in the 1600s or whatever. You know, like 23 Skidoo. I believe that was the context.
I'm just imagining someone saying 23 Skidoo in a Scottish or like in a brogue. You know, it's just like,
I'm not even gonna try that.
yeah.
I thought it was about some guy who was really rich and had a lot of snowmobiles. I don't give a fuck. I like that. That was a great joke. Fuck all three of you.
It's just, it happens so rarely. I have to cherish every time you
No,
fail.
that's fine. That was not a failure. That was I powered through because I know that was a good joke.
It was a fail opportunity.
It took
Nope.
me a second to remember why
a
it was.
Skidoo was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen
It's
that
good.
picture of Jay-Z on the jet ski? No.
No, I don't.
He just looks very formal.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, he's wearing a helmet and he has like a very
Oh.
serious expression on.
Has he ever smiled?
Jay-Z?
You think like someone tickled him one time? He's like, "No, do not tickle me. I do not smile in
Yeah,
public."
that guy was killed immediately.
Yeah. Because he like I swear every picture of Jay-Z, he's very serious. 'Cause
I'm
he's
really
a
trying to like...
very serious businessman.
He has other expressions, but you're right. I cannot recall one that is him smiling.
It's hey, I look cool. Take a picture of me, and the other one's like, haha.
Well, he has that one where he's
That's
like,
relaxed. That's the relaxed one.
in the video where he's like, he goes, and he's like sneaking away from the awkward situation.
Oh, that's fun. I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah,
But I want to see him do that.
Yeah, it's sort of a like, and then I'm out of here.
He was doing a like,
Yeah, pretty. Oh, and then there's the one where he's wearing like the nerd glasses, and he's sort of like, I disapprove of what's going on, but I have to stand here. That's how I read those. Yeah.
Jay-Z has had a far more storied career than I remember.
You got to do something
Yeah.
after you.
Quit and
After
then
you spin
start-
all that cheese,
After you, I don't know what.
Spinning
yeah.
it.
I don't know what he's doing. With his life.
Oh.
it's big pimping, spinning that cheese.
We'll
he's
see if
riding
we
jet
can
skis. That's what he's doing.
email Beyonce, see if she has any pictures of him smiling. Get on that. Tell Toby to do it.
Okay,
Who's Toby?
I don't want to hit the keyboard. I was gonna
This
pretend. He's the HR guy here.
dumb HR guy.
Oh, do you really have an HR guy? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is this a union show?
Ahem.
Well, Jeff's our HR guy for this show is Toby, and Emma's lawyer is Toby, but different Toby.
Toby, how is Toby? I miss that guy.
I think he's back in the can, as he would say. For
Old Toby,
yeah,
always
he's
up to his old tricks.
He's always shivving someone, you know.
Yeah, such a goof.
It's a good thing he's not here right now.
Yeah, I don't want to get shivved.
No, he's cool though. Like he's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
He's really a teddy bear once you disarm him.
Shiving and a lawyerin. I guess those are his hobbies.
His two greatest passions in life.
What's yeshiva?
Yeshiva?
That's a Jewish thing, right?
Yeah.
Chad,
So what's
I
yeshiva?
just like the way you worded it.
I don't.
Oh, do you know? Oh, okay,
I don't
sorry.
know that
I thought
one.
you knew all of it.
No, I
My
don't.
bad for assuming.
I'm not a
that-
good Jew.
Oh, sorry. Bless you. Good Jew.
I got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, no, we heard.
I'll
you.
edit that so it sounds like I just killed it again.
Don't you edit anything without me saying edit it.
You just did, so sweet.
It's the wrong tone. Let's go for the
Is it
sex.
okay? What's it
There
called
we go.
when the Jews do that whole exploration thing and they go walk? Fuck you, Jeff. I'm actually asking a question.
I know.
The what?
When they go back to Israel and they go do like a huge walk thing, they walk a lot. Not the old days with Jews, the nowadays Jews.
Are you thinking of Australians? You might go and walkabout?
No.
Are you thinking of?
Go on a walk
Are you thinking
about.
of like a Muslim pilgrimage?
I don't know. Ari Shafir was talking about how he went and he studied a long time in Israel. Yeah,
Yes.
that's where you guys go, right? Not
Yeah.
Jerusalem.
Yeah. Well, Jerusalem is a city in Israel.
I think you are.
Although
thinking
that's
of the
debated.
journey to the Mecca, though.
Okay,
I know, yeah.
but yeah,
Not
that's
nuanced.
that's. I
Did you ever see
I
Malcolm
know
X?
so little about Jews. Malcolm X?
What are you trying to ask?
No.
What?
I've seen American History X. Is that the same thing?
No. I was asking if you saw Malcolm X because there's the part where Malcolm X goes to the pilgrimage.
Haven't seen it.
It's very good. Anyway, it's a Spike Lee joint.
Nice.
I asked a question without knowing anything about Judaism, and I thought that never mind. I'll just look it up.
Okay.
That's
What
it.
are your search terms going to be? Because I feel like that's the problem.
Well, because you said that it's like a what'd you say, a journey to the Mecca?
Yeah,
don't think
That's
it's-
what I was saying.
I just that's what I think of when you just with what you described. That's all.
Okay.
Well, that's Muslim. I mean, we do like birthright, if that's what you're thinking of.
Maybe it's that. I don't know. I'm not.
All the Jews get a free trip to Israel before you. Well, it used to be the cutoff was like 26, but now they raised it.
Is that true?
Yes.
I didn't know that. That's cool. I want a free flight to anywhere.
If you type in phonetically the word yeshiva into Google, it says Yaz Queen.
Oh, that's what it means. It's like the Jewish version of Yes Queen.
It's always fun to find the etymology for slang phrases.
Okay, it's just an Orthodox Jewish college or seminary.
Yeah.
That's what it is. He went and studied at one of those.
Oh,
over
okay.
there. So I thought it was kind of like a pilgrimage kind of thing. Anyway,
I'm glad we went through that.
Mm-hmm. I'll cut all that out.
Oh,
next slide.
If only we could afford editors. So I think we should actually get into some games. Oh, right. I'm getting rusty on this thing. It's time for some games.
Nice job on that piano, Rusty.
Rusty Shackleford.
Oh yeah, you can't even tell because they're just thrown in there.
It doesn't make any sense.
Wow, that's very avant-garde, that version. Drop that new mixtape. So the first band we're playing is called Which Band Loved Jesus?
First game we're playing is called Which Band Loved Jesus?
What?
I just said what you said, but with the right words.
Did I not say exactly that?
Nope.
All right, cool. It happens. Basically, it's the idea of the game is I'm going to play two songs. I'm not going to tell you the name of the bands, and just by the music and stuff, you would determine which one is the band that loves Jesus. And this is also the cover song edition.
Any questions?
Oh, yes. Any questions?
I think you were explaining it, weren't you?
Well, I sometimes people have questions, and sometimes after the first, but yeah.
He has to keep me wrangled at all times, so...
I think
this is
Chad needs something to do.
This show is called Chad Has Other Things to Do, and
Chad is hyper-focused on Geoff.
Okay, yeah.
I don't want to descend into Eeyore territory. So,
all right. So, cover bands. What were you saying?
Well, this is each of the bands is covering a song by someone else. Is the idea?
All right.
And yeah. So the first song here, where did it go?
And somebody in there loves Jesus.
One of the two bands does, yes.
Okay. And the other one, how do they feel about Jesus?
They're ambivalent at best.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Okay, this is Surrender by Cheap Trick. It's a little more difficult, I guess, because it is a cover.
Yeah, which band sounds like they love Jesus?
You can hear it in the voice. And this is Come On, Let's Go.
Is this like, am I supposed to be able to like pick up on the subliminal satanic
No,
messages
nothing
in one of
like
the songs?
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have done cover songs. That's a mark on the list. I'm not pointing at you. I'm not, but not in an accusatory way. All right, fine. So, based on a pure guess in all forms, what would you say is the band that loves Jesus?
I guess the second one.
That's actually correct. So you get 13 more Geoff coins. Yay!
Thank you.
Definitely
50, right?
the best edition yet.
She got that right from flipping one of those Geoff coins from earlier.
Oh yeah. I do have a special edition version that looks like the Two-Face coin, but just with watercolors.
Oh. So why does the second band love Jesus?
Oh, they just are a band that are a Christian band, and they could, yeah.
Oh.
Did you say who the band was?
I
The second band?
I think you did.
The first band was Big Drill Car, and the second band was the Huntingtons, they're basically like a Ramones tribute type band, but they're Christians. So,
Okay.
but yeah, definitely the best edition of that lovely game that we've done. And the next game is 10 Dumb Jokes.
I can't do it off the beat. It hurts.
It hurts. That's like on the enemy of the show when we were rapping, you were doing it on the offbeat, and you were like losing your mind.
It was embarrassing for me to hear.
Well, when you're good at something, hearing someone do it badly is probably very annoying.
Yeah, I get angry at them because it's their fault that they're bad.
Exactly. And justice is served.
With anger.
Yeah.
So the idea behind this game is I'm going to tell 10 dumb jokes. You have 5 Geoff coins at stake. And if you laugh at a joke...
Wait, I don't get to choose how many Geoff coins I want to wager?
She
is up to 20 now.
Oh, that's true. We could do that. Have
you
it
want me
carry
to put
over.
25% of my Geoff coins on the line?
Oh no! These are 5 whole new Geoff coins.
He's giving you 5 Geoff coins to start the game with.
Good.
As
Yeah,
now
it's
that
like
I have them, I don't want to risk them.
It's like the buy-in. You can go all in at any point.
Okay.
You can. Not recommended.
Not recommended. It's not
I
difficult
might
to just
end up
not.
with more Geoff coins.
Eventually, you're going to get some amount of money.
After this game, she's going to have a stack of Geoff coins, and you're going to be sitting in your underwear. Because she won all your clothes.
Okay.
Play me for the podcast.
Well, I am really terrible at betting. A game that's not even a gambling game. I guess it is sort of gambling with fake things. I mean, real things. Edit that out. So the first dumb joke. I didn't fully explain it. So yeah, you have the 5 Geoff coins. Every time you laugh at a joke, you lose a Geoff coin. You only have 5 because it's not very difficult to not laugh at them. But the first one is any pause in a conversation with a pregnant woman a pregnant pause? Well done. We should have like a countdown or something. Do you want to do the next one?
No, number 9.
Hey, don't take work from them. Huh?
Sorry. I thought I was
My livelihood.
I was adding. Sorry. Here's a couple Geoff coins. Thank you.
Yeah, beat it, kid.
I don't want to take away from your opportunity.
Clean yourself
Oh,
up.
I'm going to buy a whole loaf of bread. A whole loaf. A whole loaf. Going to eat it all tonight in bed.
Oh, such decadence.
I'm gonna lay in bed and eat bread.
Oh boy, bread. Save the crust and carve yourself a.
We got a
to
crack
make a
writing
hat.
team here. No, number 9. They should make a streaming site that only has movies that cause couples to have arguments and call it Xflix. Okay.
Yep.
Number 8.
I thought you were gonna say they should call it IKEA.
That would have been a better joke. I'll let our writing
This
team
is
know.
this is secretly just a way to get our writing team some good jokes.
I'll tweet the writing staff.
Who's this mysterious writing staff?
Hold on, let me let the writing staff know. Hey,
This just it.
You don't need to throw coffee pots at all of the interns, okay?
yeah, well, I mean, hey, sweep that shit up.
I didn't say you could look at me.
Yep.
Okay.
Number 8.
Number 8. If NASA really wanted people to believe in the moon landing, they would have sent them up with Instagram.
All right, doing well.
Mm-hmm.
There's something there, though. I like that
Something.
idea. Yeah.
Okay.
The media, man.
This is number four.
Number 4?
Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 4.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
It's a low budget show. We can't afford 8 through 5.
Yeah, we can't afford to have the numbers in order.
Sorry you had to see that.
Let's make some cuts.
You should stop hitting those kids.
Well,
He gets like 9-year-olds in here to write shit down for him, and he slaps them around.
hey, they're
The bruises are
tough
starting to show.
constitution. Anyway, whatever.
Ask them how they mimic the phone. Report back.
Ding.
Oh, right. It's literally my thing that I said in professional show. Okay, once and for all, are the Angels in the outfield or in the centerfold? Yep.
I don't want to break it
You're
apart
good at
because
this.
I don't know how to.
They're not good jokes. How many times do we have to go through this?
I'm also pretty competitive. So don't take it to heart.
You're doing great.
Yeah, definitely.
I watched
Oh,
a
no.
bunch of Netflix comedy specials like this week, and I hardly ever laugh. Like even like when stuff is funny, I'll be like, oh, that's funny. But it has to be really catch me off guard for me to be like, ah ha 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 ha.
Yeah,
The-
we'll have to sneak out.
The new Tig Notaro special made me laugh out loud a couple of times. Have you seen that one yet?
I did not think it was that good, but I like her a lot, and so I was a little bit bummed. But have you seen Mike Birbiglia's "Thank God for Jokes"?
Yes.
Not yet.
That was great.
That's on the
That
list.
made me laugh out loud.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Christ will come at 10. I went to church as a kid, so like, I was like, oh, that's a good one. How come nobody knew that in my church?
Fellow church kid. I went to church a lot too.
Hey, what's up?
What, Protestant or?
No. Number 6. Do you
Catholic.
think that
Ooh.
the reason?
Catholic.
Hardcore.
Do you think that the reason so many bands in the 80s used keyboards is because they thought they had a kilo of coke inside of them and just said fuck it?
He's able to be derogatory just by reading things.
To who?
To the writing staff.
Oh, I thought. I guess I could have read it like this. Do you think that the reason so many bands in the 80s used keyboards is because they thought they had a kilo of coke inside and just said fuck it?
Give me a fucking.
Do you always refer to yourself that way as the writing staff?
No, we have a writing staff.
Yeah. We got a whole closet full of staff.
Maybe that's why they're writing bad jokes. You keep them in a
I just
closet.
in my head, I just literally saw someone opening a supply closet and a bunch of bow staffs falling out. That's where Donatello keeps the extras. Sorry, that's
That's why-
another dumb joke.
That's why Donatello's got sores all over him.
For not laughing at that, you get another Geoff coin.
Sweet. I'm gonna buy so many Geoff things.
I think this is a reference to something that I don't know.
Okay.
Awesome.
Maybe. The writing staff is always making this. So I'm going to skip one, but you can go back and do it because you'll do it with the right inflection.
Oh, sure.
Writing
I will.
staff, probably, assuming you get it.
I'll make them say it right.
Okay. I think Sherwin-Williams are a secret communist plot to make the whole globe garish.
I do like the word garish.
It's a good word.
I think what they
That's
might
good.
have...
We've got him those thesauruses.
Does not come up often enough.
I think what they might have meant is the Sherwin-Williams has the logo where it's a paint can pouring like red paint all over the earth.
Yeah, and that's their slogan.
Says
It's
cover the earth.
Sherman-Williams.
It's creepy.
It is very nefarious, yeah.
Well, it is a dumb joke, so.
So yeah, it was the one before that I skipped. Just
Wait, which one did you skip?
that one.
Oh. That's fair. Okay. The Martian Manhunter doesn't hunt Martians. He hunts men, which it's not terribly difficult to find a human, really. They're all over the damn place. Yeah, I don't know what it was, what they were thinking with that one. You got to keep the reality of the
Is
show
there
going.
a character, the Martian Manhunter? Is that...
It's only a superhero that has powers rivaling Superman's.
He's a superhero alien who can shapeshift and do anything else.
And
Also,
his name is the Martian Manhunter?
Yeah, no, it's a pretty dumb name.
They really could have done
They
a
call
lot
it
better
John.
with that.
It is straight because it's also one of those things where like he literally has the coolest powers out of any of the superheroes in the Justice League.
But
But
his
when
weakness is publicity.
Yeah, marketing.
Because no one knows who he is.
His greatest.
I think we
Marketing
need
is his. Oh shit! What's the word? The
Kryptonite?
Yes. Thank you.
But,
I've heard of that guy.
Super who?
Yes, I think it's your turn.
Super person.
super dude.
Yes,
Super fella.
he was pretty heteronormative.
Fella.
Yeah, he's cute, right?
That's like a mom to
You're
like
a
her
super fella.
7-year-old kid. Come on, super fella. Let's go to the park.
My brain literally almost said supermensch.
Oh, like Ubermensch. Supermensch is just Jewish Superman.
Yep. Well, no, I mean it was created by two Jewish people who.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's real.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just saying a real thing.
Well, no,
You're talking about real stuff.
no, Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. They wanted a.
Yeah, geez, Emma.
Oh, fashion. Oh, my people. Oh.
Maybe we should hire or get some less nerdy staff. It's all fair.
It's just a
It's
weird
fair.
way to refer to yourself in the third person. The writing staff loves yogurt.
You're gonna have to give back some of those Geoff coins if you don't quit it.
Those are mine. They are appreciating in value right now as we speak.
Sticking with the superhero theme in the superhero, the Batman world, there's the Joker. He's got makeup on or something. Maybe it's an acid bath. Maybe it's Maybelline.
That was me. Just
You
to
wrote
clarify.
that?
No, that was me with
Laughing.
that laugh sigh.
Maybe it's Maybelline, right?
Isn't the Two-Face the one who had the acid bath?
Dude. No, he had acid thrown on his face
Why
or
you
whatever
gonna fact
story
check my
you.
shit?
So no?
Yeah.
And nobody really wants me to actually answer because I do know the answer.
In Batman Forever, he gets acid thrown on his face, but a lot of people,
What?
hey, yay,
Both of them
she's stealing my bits.
Both of them, it's they weren't
Snoring.
100% creative when they created Batman. Yeah, both of them were disfigured by acid.
Was that all of them?
Wait, maybe.
I skipped 2 and went to the last one.
I'm just like trying to find an excuse to stop.
We got to
now.
do 10. We stopped doing the countdown, so I have no idea where we are.
Number 8. Number 2.
Number 2.
So I told them to rewrite the numbers, and they did it wrong again.
It's fine. They're okay. Throw him a chip or something.
Oh, that's funny.
So you skipped that one. I see.
I
what
skipped
happened.
2. I'm pretty sure.
I'm-
I escaped 2.
Oh, you did. I see. Okay. I think when the word scapegoat was invented, they just misspelled scapegoat on the press release and just went with it.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Did I skip you?
Yes.
I mean, I know it's an honor to...
He escaped you.
I don't really get that one.
I don't either. What's a scapegoat?
Yeah, what is...
There is none.
Oh, you can just make up words and then it's a joke?
I don't know. Ask the staff.
Okay. Well, I'm going to really have a
Sometimes,
talk with them because I want to ask one of them what the word scapegoat means to them.
I think this is subliminally, or not subliminally, it's subconsciously why I don't push the writing staff to write these jokes until like 5 minutes before the show starts.
Okay. Just so they're having a
Because
panic attack.
It makes me want to kill myself every fucking time we do it.
They're
On their
supposed to be
behalf.
dumb.
Okay.
they're
That's the
supposed
name
to be
of the
dumb.
game.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't feel good.
I understand, and
You're really hurting the writing staff's feelings.
and
I know, right?
And when somebody just picks apart your joke, I understand, but I really want to know where it's coming from,
It's
and that's it.
well, are you ever going to understand my brain or how it works in any way?
I keep
No.
asking
Mom.
questions, so I can.
I'm a joke as
Come
a
on,
person.
super fella. Let's go to the park.
All right, what do we got? Number one.
Number one.
Number one.
I kind of like this.
It's called Star Wars. But when you watch it, you never even see one star be even remotely rude to another star.
I think there's only one other person that's gotten all the Geoff coins out of that, and you got a bonus Geoff coin too. So
Not even cracking a smile.
Yeah,
See, that's
didn't even
the thing.
smile.
Is
That's
the dedication
impressive.
behind it.
That was genuine confusion.
That's
I was
okay.
waiting.
Me too.
I think the point of view on that one was the stars are not warring.
Yeah, Star. I should have
So they shouldn't-
enunciate or emphasized it's called Star Wars.
I mean, I guess is that how wars start? One person is rude to another person.
Usually,
Yeah, someone
I'm
someone
pretty-
Hardly
assassinates
ever
a prime
over
minister.
territory or
Yeah.
I
power.
think in World War I, someone just like accidentally squashed someone's crumpet. You know.
Yeah, someone like didn't hold the door open for the next person. They were like,
Fuck this! This means war! Burn it to the ground!
I say.
wait.
What?
Did the French start World War One?
No.
That wasn't French.
There
Oh.
was
the
a ship that got
Austrians, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serbians.
Franz Ferdinand.
Arnold Schwarzenegger
Yeah.
started everything. He's Austrian.
considered that divorce. Arnold, you just came in here and left.
Got the
I
goal
heard
now.
you were hiring writers.
Oh man, just imagine we could get Arnold to write for our writing staff. Oh boy, fun stuff. So that was.
We don't have enough Geoff coins for that.
I like that he. I like that you were about to take like a coffee sip break, as if we're on like TV, not an audio.
And 3, 2.
Right.
No one's going to appreciate this sip.
Now this fucking stupid fucking audience. I tell you what.
Yeah. Well, at least you wore a tie. Will you straighten it out though? Thanks. Rubber ties every time.
Your rubber shirt.
These are novelty ties.
That's why I love you. It's so funny.
It makes noise like that, and it also has light up LEDs that just go in a circle around the. You visualize it, everyone. All right.
Like when you look into the clown's mouth and it.
Yeah. That's yeah. Scary stuff.
Yeah, that movie's terrifying.
That movie is scary. You didn't get scared of it?
No,
I mean-
so stupid.
You didn't like it?
No, it's dumb.
I guess every
I
time
watched-
we talk about movies.
I watched Stranger Things, and then I was like, okay, this is okay. And then I saw it, and I was like, oh, they made Stranger Things with a clown.
Well, Stranger Things was a reference to it. That's the whole point.
Okay, well, they still did that in that order.
Well,
And
I'm just saying.
So that's how I understand it, because they take the exact tropes that Stranger Things used, even with the music, even with the like little kid that like the same kid has the same fucking attitude, and it's the same fucking kid.
But
I'm not
you-
arguing with you on that. I'm saying that it was Stranger Things that was doing the copying.
I get that.
Yeah.
I totally understand that.
Okay, yeah. Let's
But-
move it. But you know.
Oh yeah, I know it. I know
came out like
it
a
was a
million
book
years
and
ago.
a made-for-TV movie way before that. And
I don't know
Stranger
why
Things
they're
was
bored
pulling,
of us talking about Stranger Things.
Yeah, there you go.
Everybody's gonna get a snore except me.
Yeah, if you keep drinking that coffee. Oh, nice. And we got a slurp sound effect.
Mm-hmm.
Taking my job.
Are you guys going into business together?
Maybe.
No.
We're a good
I
team.
don't know. I've got all these Geoff coins. I need someone to invest them in.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm rich. If you cut me in, I'll give you 3 more Geoff coins.
I'll have to talk it over with my partner.
Yeah, have your people talk to my people. It's just Chad. That's my people.
What do you mean, my people? Oh, that sounded. I didn't. Okay, that's fine. I like that there was ownership there, and then I was like, oh, that's way worse than I meant it to be.
All right, so that was all very fun, and next we're going to play a fun game that we like to call "Don't Make a Scene."
Oh yeah.
Don't make a scene. Wow.
Oh, you can't. No, never mind. So basically, we're just gonna do a scene, and the idea is to have fun. And
What was the idea up until this point?
we're gonna take a break.
yeah, we'll take a break.
We're gonna take a break, get a suggestion, and then we'll start.
And some more coffee. Yeah. All those Geoff coins.
All just raining.
Terrence, come here. You got to look at this, Terrence.
Oh,
Terrence, get in here.
What?
Oh,
I'm
hey,
coming,
there you
I'm
are.
coming.
Terrence, I've been looking at these goats that we've raised on our farm, and
Yeah.
I think this one's a winner. I
Like
think this one's gonna take us far, baby.
Well, I mean, it is quite a handsome goat, but did it? What's going on? Did it like do any tricks or anything or?
Well, when I came in here this morning to feed the goats, I saw this goat right here, Maurice. He was crocheting a scarf.
Well, that's tremendous.
It was amazing. Look,
Wow.
Maurice, come here, Maurice, come here, Maurice, come here.
Hey,
There he is.
hey, how's it going? Hey.
Now, where's that scarf you're crocheting?
I put it over there in the where you make the place where you milk me. I left it in the place where you milk me.
Oh, is that what I've been doing?
Yeah, I guess
I
that's
thought it was something else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the milking station. I don't know why you do that. You could just call it the milking station.
Well, I don't know. I'm just learning a bunch of new things
I'm-
lately.
all right.
I
mean, I really appreciate that you're learning talents. You're trying to contribute.
well,
That's what I'm saying. This farm and this goat, all these goats, they're really starting to pull their weight around here, you know? It's worth getting up at 3 a.m. now because this goat and his crocheting abilities are going to take us to the top of the fair circuit.
I mean, we might be able to keep the farm with with all the payments that we're behind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're finally going to be able to pay it off.
Now, you filled out all your paperwork and that sort of thing, right? You're up to date.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I called the fair representative, and she said she's going to be here probably within the hour. So,
Oh, okay. Wow. Things are moving fast. I like it.
yeah. So I'm thinking, we got to start cleaning up around here. Get all the chicken shits up off the ground.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, I
baby.
will take care of that. I have not eaten today, so
So talented! Look at him go, Terrence.
I assume.
I'm gonna start getting jealous of this goat after a little bit.
Well, I assume you guys needed some fucking cleaning up done around here because nobody fed me this morning, and usually that's the case.
Well, I was
And I've been
distracted by your crocheting.
chewing on
Oh,
that
my
goddamn
goodness.
fucking truck tire all day that you just leave out in the yard.
I
Fills up
tell
with
you.
rusty ass water in the middle. Fuck. Never.
All right, you know
never
what?
mind.
We cannot get into a fight right now because that fair representative, she's
You
going
know-
to show up any minute.
Okay.
We are all in this together, Maurice.
That's right. We gotta
We're a
be
family.
working together for the farm, for the family.
We're
The
blood.
farm
Well,
family.
we're not all blood, I guess, but we're a family. That's the point. So, I just need everybody to put on a happy face. They're coming in soon.
How's this look?
He can smile too. That's amazing.
I think they give extra like bonus points just for smiling.
They do. We got to grease up them teeth though. They're looking a little dull.
I'll go get the tooth grease.
All right, now Maurice, you're gonna. I want you to be on your best behavior. I know you are. I just need to say it.
Well, I always am. I'm the goat around here.
That's right. You're the head goat.
Yeah.
And you got
you remember where we put the tooth grease?
Yeah, it's in the red toolbox.
It's under the hammer.
Well, there's one that's orangish red, and there's a reddish orange.
It says Craftsman on it, dumb shit. It says Craftsman. I can fucking read too.
He can read.
You know what? I'm telling you, we need to
Not the Snap-on toolbox,
Hold
the
on.
Craftsman toolbox.
They all look the same to me.
It's next to my crochet kit.
I lost my eyeglasses last week. Oh, here it is.
Tammy, how do you deal with this man?
Oh, it's a daily struggle, Maurice, and
You
I
must
appreciate
do all
you
the
always.
work around here.
You know what? I do. Thank you for pointing that out.
Found the tooth grease.
Oh, he came back with duct tape.
Wait.
Terrence, do you even know what tooth grease is?
I could have sworn it said tooth grease on the side of the box. It was right next to, all the other greases that we got.
All right, just go back and look for it. Just look through all the grease. We'll take any grease at this point.
All right, what do you need me to do to not freak out the lady that's coming over?
All right, thank you for asking. We're just going to need to make sure that she doesn't know that Terrence can't read.
That's it? But
That's
she can know.
the number one.
Is she here to evaluate me of all my skills? Or just
Yes.
just the crocheting?
The crocheting is a big part of it. That's what I told her about on the phone.
That's the top tier skill.
That's
Okay.
top tier, number one for sure, because goat crocheting, I feel like that's the next big industry. We're going to be all over Pinterest.
Were you going to mention the cartwheels that I do?
You could do... Yeah, I forgot about the cartwheels, but yeah, if you could just throw in a couple cartwheels while she's here, you know, just like a casual... You don't have to, tell her about it. You can just go ahead and do it.
Oh, yeah, I'll go fuck around on your kid's trampoline out there while she's
perfect.
here.
Yeah, do a couple flips.
Yeah.
If you can.
Do a couple, I'm sorry, what?
A couple flips.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
a couple flips.
Well,
I'll
you
do
guys
some of
are
those.
busy. I couldn't find the tooth grease, so I just got a beer.
Oh, Terrence.
What's going on? Hey, how's it going?
He's just asking what's going on. When you asked him to do something, he comes back and says, what's going on?
What's going on here. We're trying to get ready for the fair representative to show up and evaluate Maurice, this definitely first place, number one medal winning goat, who's going to take us far and help us pay off this.
You guys
farm.
really seem to be butting heads here. Sorry, little.
Oh, he does puns too.
Sorry about that.
Oh, she's going to be so impressed.
I'm definitely a little intimidated. He's already better at puns than me.
Yeah, well, Terrence, that's something that I have talked to you about is, your sense of humor it's worse than a goat's, and that it's been getting boring around this farm. Why do you think I've been hanging out in here so much?
I mean, I do have to say you're kind of hurting my feelings a little bit.
How many
I do
times
the best I can. It's been real hard on the farm recently.
How many times a day do you get milked, Terrence?
Because
Because I'll tell you.
Oh, all right. That is not going to be appropriate talk. Oh my!
Okay.
I think she's coming right now. I heard a car pull up. Oh, yes.
Yoo-hoo.
Hello, come in.
Hello.
very aggressive.
Thank you
knocking.
so much for coming.
Hello, I'm the lady from the fair.
Yes, your name was again
Fair lady.
Fair Lady. Yes, very appropriate. It's like your parents knew what line of work you were going to get into when you were born.
It's very helpful. It's very helpful for most people. So,
Is that-
hello, I'm here to look at your goat. May I see your goat, please?
Yes. He's right over here. This is
believe-
Maurice.
Let me
I
get
believe
my-
all his papers are in order.
my-
Yes,
yes,
this
please.
is
Let me see
my
those
husband
papers.
Terrence. Don't worry about him.
Let me see your goat papers. Hello, goat.
Maurice, say hi.
This goat seems very boring.
He's just messing. He can talk.
This is
like,
just
he's
like
real
that-
talented.
I've seen a talking goat, so you're up against some pretty stiff competition.
Well, have you seen a crocheting goat? Because this goat can crochet a whole scarf.
I'm still not
He's
seeing
working
a
on
crochet
sweaters.
Hey,
goat.
Gummit.
Go on, Maurice. Show her your crocheting.
If you want to be, if you
Oh,
want to,
oh
are you
dear.
trying to headline the fair circuit?
Yeah, this here is
He's gonna
number
need-
one.
Right now, he's just chewing on my skirt,
Oh, Maurice, come on. What?
which I don't appreciate.
He's just
You
trying to
don't
figure
even
out
like
what kind of
polyester
fabric.
blends. Come on.
Even though this skirt is made out of polyester and hay.
Oh, well, I guess that would do it. He has a real sweet tooth, this is just like that frog situation a couple years ago.
Oh, don't bring up, Terrence, please don't bring up the frog situation.
Do you
Come
mind?
on.
Do you mind if I
Maurice.
talk to Maurice for a minute? I
Sure.
understand.
Sure.
Yeah,
Alone,
go-
or-
Go on, get to know.
Oh, sure.
We'll go over here. We'll
Maurice,
go
I-
look for the grease.
Maurice, I just want to put you at ease a little bit, because I understand it can be frightening to get on stage, but you're up against some pretty stiff competition right now. The contender for headliner is Black Phillip, who's a devil goat, and he runs a coven of witches.
You're saying Black Phillip's going to be at the fair this year?
No,
Yeah.
Well, I'm living.
Yeah. No, it's great. He's got access to like butter and things.
Fair lady.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Finally, there we go. Glad to see you're warming up.
Yeah. They are holding me against my will. I do not want to be here. They are making me do cartwheels and crochet their kids' sweaters, and I feel like I'm free thinking more than that dumb shit over there. So I feel like maybe just help me get out of here or something.
I suggest, if you know how to crochet, why don't you crochet yourself a little rope ladder, and then you can escape from the barn.
They watch me every time I crochet. They're just sitting right there, just
That's weird.
doing weird stuff to my nippies.
Like, yeah, okay, it seems like they're kind of into it, maybe.
Yeah. Do you know how many times I get milk today?
Well, I mean,
She told me not to talk about it, but it's a shitload.
it could be your fault. Are you, like, crocheting in a very sexy way?
Well, I mean, I do it on my back.
I mean,
It's pretty good.
blue ribbons, cotton candy, candy apples, popcorn.
Wonderful. Very good.
Fair talk.
We're
lots of
still
fair
in
talk over
delivery,
here.
so
Yeah.
We'll let you just get to know each other.
Do
Sorry,
you have
I-
any
I-
candy apples for sale? It would really hit the spot with this beer.
Yes, in the back seat of my Subaru. Why don't you go take a look?
Oh, okay. Here we
Yes,
go.
Terrence, get out of here. Don't talk to Fair Lady. We'll go. We'll be back. You guys just hang out, get to know each other.
Why
So
don't you just crochet in a less sexy manner?
the way that they have me chained
I think the
down
problem is you.
to the bed when they do in the milk plate, the milking, they call it the dungeon, but it's the place that I have to call it, like, the place that you milk me or whatever. But the way that they have me chained up, I have to crochet on my back, and then they,
I think you need to take some responsibility here. If you don't want them to like do sexy stuff.
What fucking year is it? What fucking year is it where someone's getting chained up against their goddamn will, and then someone says, maybe it's your fault, you sexy bitch?
Now he's talking too
Maurice,
much.
I
This
heard-
goat's
man,
talking
I
too
heard
much.
raised voices.
What's going on? Terrence he chipped a tooth on one of them apples, so don't worry about him. But
Listen, the
I
county
didn't know
folks
the
are very
caramel was actually
pretentious.
caramel.
They're not going to like this this brand of goat
Whoa,
talk.
motherfucking
this
woke goats?
talented,
That's right.
this goat who can crochet and do cartwheels, he's going to win us all
Okay.
the money we need.
Why don't you tell her how you fucking make me crochet for you? Why don't you fucking tell her? Why don't you guys, you and Terrence dumb shit over here, why don't you actually just like show your real colors here?
You
I
don't
thought
want
you-
your room and board, huh?
Folks,
Huh?
you liked crocheting.
I
Maurice.
have a confession to make. I am not actually from the fair. I am from the GPA GPS Goat Protection Services.
Oh,
damn.
Jesus.
A concerned neighbor was called us and was let us know.
I know how to use phones too. What's up?
Oh, but
God
no,
damn it,
where?
So if you were to
That
mime
wa-
a
that
phone
must have been a
goat, what
prank
would that
call.
look like?
That must have been a prank.
It would look like this.
Hooked
I have
to the
hooves.
ear.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
oh, it's kind of
I was
cute.
just
But
curious. Anyway,
if I were a human, it'd be like a pinky thumb
I
situation.
Would
tried
be
to
like
make
a-
like
okay.
an
Would it be like a
adapter that would
clamshell?
hold the
Okay.
phone, but it just didn't work right, But
Why are you
Oh, you should
enabling
crochet
the
one of
goats
those.
to make phone calls?
Well, I figure he's gonna have to get on the Twitter or whatever because the marketing. That was something that I talked to Alan next door about. He said that he got to Twitter or something.
Oh
get
my
famous
God, Terrence, you are so disconnected.
Why don't you go take a hike?
I'm just
Sorry
trying to help.
Maurice, just go on, get in the dungeon. I mean, the milking area.
all right. Well, I think I've
Station.
gathered enough evidence here.
Oh no,
I think. Are you ready to come with me, goat? We're gonna take you somewhere safe.
you can't take him. He's going to
Oh.
win us our farm.
It's a temporary situation. You'll have a hearing before a judge.
Can I at least finish my cry first?
Sure.
All right, I'm good. Let's go.
God, this guy.
All right, pack your things, Maurice.
Pack my
You're
things?
just going to leave me
You don't have
here
any
with
Dude,
that.
crocheting things you want to take with you?
No, I don't really like doing that. They were making me do that the whole time.
Do you have any
You
other
said
hobbies?
you liked crocheting. You made me this scarf.
Everybody got to work for a living,
I thought you liked it here.
I like working on motorcycles.
All right. Okay, we can probably find you a farm for that.
We
Sweet.
didn't get him enough motorcycles, Terrence.
Well, he's already.
You didn't get him enough motorcycles.
Oh, darn it. I just don't know what to do no more. I try my best, you know. I can't find a darn grease and got too many types of grease as it is. I feel like I'm going to take
like
a nap
yoga?
or something.
Do I like yoga?
Yeah. I feel like we can find you a yoga place.
Dog. He can do a downward dog.
Well, you'll be doing it in a place where you're not being abused.
Cross species.
Cool. That sounds great. I would love
on,
to
goat.
get. Yeah. I mean, my name actually is Maurice.
Maurice Goat.
No, what? You don't. I don't call you. Well, your name is Fair Lady, so that's kind of.
So-
That's, that,
If that
you know
is
what?
your real name.
Oh man. Yeah.
Taking our
Yeah.
baby Maurice
Either way,
away
you're
from
coming with me. I mean, unless you want to stay with these people.
No, I really don't.
Maurice, what
Okay.
about all
I
the
didn't think
special
so.
times we had together on the trampoline, in the dungeon? I mean, the milking area, in the with all the chicken shits, picking them up. Wasn't
Yeah,
it fun?
making me eat them because
I
I'm
thought you
so
liked 'em.
damn hungry.
I thought you liked them.
Nope, I did not. Hop on my back, Fair Lady. I'll take you to your Subaru. Let's get out of here.
Oh, we're ruined,
When you're famous, don't forget us.
We're ruined. Scene. Oh, that was
Sweet.
a tragedy. Oh no, everyone died.
Wait, are you editing? Is that what were you?
I said scene, and then I started commenting immediately.
Okay. Well, yeah. You
You
can
know,
edit after the
improv
fact.
sometimes is very serious.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I became. I'm Terrence again. Oh shit.
How did everybody die?
That's how method I am.
Well, we lost the farm and got eaten by the chickens because we couldn't feed them anymore.
You still have your
okay.
dungeon, though.
We ran out of
Still
tooth
got
grease.
that dungeon.
Got that going for you.
Yeah,
So
I like that.
Ran out
Count
of
your
tooth grease
blessings.
for the chickens, so they ate us.
Don't count all your blessings before they.
are taken away by goat protectors.
Yep.
Before they're an omelet.
It's an old parable. No, what do they call them? That's not the word.
So
Proverb.
Oh,
There we go.
So our
ah.
Yeah, I know that one.
So, I'm being awkward. Yeah, I think we're going to head into the end of the show here, but that was a lot of fun, and I'm not stalling in any way. Ta-da! Okay. See, that just makes it look like I did that.
I feel like you should do.
Jeff, sing your
this-
plugs.
Uh,
As we always do, sing your
I
plugs.
have a little podcast. It's on, and you're listening to it. And now you are done, and it's gonna be someone else's turn.
Nice.
Really, A+ work there.
Solid.
Chad.
Look up Salem Comedy Studios and Friday Night Funny and farting. I don't give a shit. Look up that stuff. Look up that stuff on the internet.
Oh,
It's on my. Just gotta. I don't like Facebook. I don't like Facebook, so I hate saying go to my Facebook page. That's where you can find all my stuff. But that's what we have right now.
All right. Well, thank you for your plugs, Chad.
Yeah.
Hey, Alli, do you have anything coming up here? If you have something coming up soon, we can probably release this earlier than it would normally be released. But do you have any shows coming up or anything?
I don't. I'm flying by the seat of my pants.
Well, if while you're in town, everybody should come see you at the open mic and that sort of thing
Oh,
as
thanks, Jeff. Yeah, come see me at the open mic.
Alli Hanley is very funny.
Yeah, book
well.
her.
Yes,
Oh,
that.
thanks, guys.
And then Emma.
Who? I do.
Snarfy's Bob.
What?
Oh, I'm getting a haircut from Snarfy
Nice.
in the future.
They're good at that.
Plug that.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. Court Street appearance.
Yeah. Big Mama's hair, something around. Yeah, I got a podcast, The Pilots. Gonna start putting out some new ones soon, probably. There's been talk of it. And, I don't know.
This isn't the place to ask that question.
Yeah, okay, never mind. Take it out.
Edit that out.
Go to Ask Yahoo.
Yeah, let me type it into my search engine. I do some shows around Oregon, and I will also plug swimming. Swimming's fun. Splash. Whoa, Chad.
Sorry.
I think Chad was just going down on someone. All right. That has been a very fun show. And my name is Geoff Parks, and I needed something to do, and I feel dumb.
My name is Geoff. I need something to do. An excuse to have conversations with you. I wasted my life gaining pop culture knowledge, which shows much more than my 10 seconds in college. My name is Geoff. Geoff needs something to do.
You've been listening to Geoff Needs Something to Do with your host, Geoff Parks. Recorded in the Salem Comedy Studios at Capital City Theater. Produced and edited by Chad Johnson.
This has been a Salem Comedy Studios production.